Howdy. Thank you for joining me again. Another Delgado rant. Appreciate you being here and with me, sharing the morning with me, getting your day ready. Or maybe you listen to me at night before you go to bed or during the day, because I don't post these as early as I need to get you ready for the day, but whatever. Sorry, I'm working on that. I hope you had a great Monday, MLK Day. Any day can be great, and it's up to you. Do you believe that you have a decision on good or bad days, or if you enjoy something or don't enjoy something? And ultimately, it's all what goes up on here, right? So you have an ultimate decision on anything. Your joy and happiness, you decide. And I talk about this a lot. The decisions you make, but the way that you perceive and take in information, it's ultimately your choice on all of that. And once you actually discover that and embrace that, then you will understand you have complete control of what happens in your life, how you respond to it, how you take it. And that's essentially what this show is. My name is Joe Delgado, Indestructible Me. You might be listening to this podcast. I'm on Google, Audible, Spotify, YouTube, Stitcher, Apple. I'm also on pretty much every social media platform out there. I am looking to have you quit your bullshit. This is 2022. This is the year that we quit our bullshit. So I come to you every morning, whether you listen to me during the day, at night. This is going to be an everyday show about topics just to get you ready to quit your bullshit. To quit our bullshit. We gotta rise up. We gotta change. We gotta change this world. I want to do that, and I need your help. So hopefully you join me, because this is going to happen with or without you. I wrote down my goals today. Hopefully you do the same. Something that's very beneficial. It's a mantra that you're just telling yourself. One of them is, one of my goals is, I am a global success, impacting over billions of people to improve the world and conditions that we're living in. Because ultimately, whatever's going on in your life, if it's obstacles, hurdles, life is just giving you a shit sandwich. Again, it's how you're reacting and handling it. Obstacles are opportunities. Check that video out. Today I'm going to talk about you are the product of your surroundings. What does that mean? Usually I have a definition, Google search, dictionary, whatever. Obviously, I think you know pretty much what all these words are. We don't really have to do interpretation on that. But you're the product of your surroundings. So whatever environment you're in, you're essentially going to mimic that environment, no matter how hard you resist it. There's going to be some level-headed, some headstrong people that are going to be like, oh, no one changes, who I am, whatever. I'm indestructible, which might be true for the most part, but at the end of the day, there's going to be some type of probably energy that is altering and changing the perception, the way you see the world, your reality. And I talk about books. There's a book that I'm listening to right now. There's a guy that I talk about often. He's written a book called Think and Go Rich. Napoleon Hill, which is over 100 years old. How to own your mind. was the book that I'm listening to right now, and that's with Andrew Carnegie and Napoleon Hill. It's pretty much a bunch of books like spewed together. And while I was listening to this, he said Napoleon Hill was like, you're the product of your own surroundings, right? Something that I've known far before this book. But he gave a great example on this. He said if this wasn't true and factual, people want to smoke. Smoking tastes like shit. Smoking cigarettes has no literal benefit. It has only negative benefit to you, people around you. It tastes like garbage. I've never actually smoked a cigarette, but I've definitely inhaled the bullshit from people around me. I'm consuming that unfiltered secondhand smoke before. So I've tasted that. I'm assuming it just tastes the same. But he's like, if people weren't the product of their own surroundings, they wouldn't smoke. Because smoking doesn't taste good, it does nothing for the body, it doesn't help you, it only has negative effects. So it's all habit-based. You see someone doing it, and it influences you to do the same. And I heard that, I was like, well, that is a very simplistic way to define this. But it's absolutely true. It's a habit. And if you look at actually Disney, there's a lot of study, not to bash Disney at all. Don't come after me. But if you look at the older films, Cruella de Vil, smoking cigarettes. And there's a ton of different types of advertisements around smoking. I'm going to get off of smoking. That's just a good example. We're just perpetuating a habit, ideally. So if you're in a group that likes to drink, most likely you're just going to drink. And if you're in a group that wants to be cynical, you're most likely going to be cynical. If you're in a group that's racist, it's going to be hard to shake that off if you're constantly hearing certain statements constantly. So you're the product of your own surroundings. I talk about taking inventory of your life, which is an amazing process. I would recommend to do it. Especially, we're still in the first month of 2022. We got to make radical changes on quitting our bullshit. Got to quit your bullshit. This is the year to do it. So you got to sit down, quiet, spaced out. No one's going to disturb you. You get pen and paper, and then you just write your business. So you got to take inventory. What are your skills? Where are you going? What do you currently have? What are you happy about? What are you not happy about? That's all inventory. Those are all things, assets or maybe liabilities. And you got to cut out the liabilities so the assets can flourish, so they can actually make the impact that they are designed to do. The happiness, the pleasure, the good behaviors. Yeah, if you're sitting there and your health is shit, you're lethargic, you're not happy, you're not having energy, you're having the lulls every day, that's a liability. Okay, well, is there anything on the asset side that is counteracting that liability? No? Okay, well, I'm going to get rid of this garbage. This is the liability. The assets that I need to add to my inventory would be a workout routine, a good diet. And then you can ask yourself, is there anything in my life that's around me that is going to alter, that change or dictate my success on using this asset or these assets that I'm adding to my life? Okay, well, is the people around me, do they want to get healthy? No? Okay, well, hey, the hardest decision of your life, you got to get rid of those comfort people, those people that don't want the same things, that don't desire, that are not making those decisions by themselves. This is really difficult because what you're going to want to do when you come to this realization is you're going to want to get everyone else around you on the same page as you. Don't. It doesn't work. It's not, I mean, it might work with some people. You have to unfortunately find new surroundings. And those old people, the old surroundings, the surroundings that you're leaving behind, the liabilities, if they want to follow or join in the improvement train, they will come into your new surroundings that are going to benefit you, and then they're going to convert to assets. The hardest thing is that you need to get rid of your old surroundings, and that's going to be with loved ones, childhood friends, close friends, yeah, maybe a spouse. It's just toxic, and you are just coming to the realization of that. Maybe it's where you live. Maybe you gotta move. Maybe it's just the street that you're living on. Maybe it's the job that you're in. Toxic, not going anywhere. The boss that you have is not going anywhere and is relying on you to do all this extra work so they can keep their job, whatever it may be. It's terrible surroundings. So you got to change your surroundings. If you're at a job that you hate and you don't have the ability to leave, well, then you got to learn. You got to learn new skills, adding assets. There's no one in this entire planet that can take away knowledge. I consume a book. That's me now. It's in me. Unless they melon ball my brain out somewhere where that knowledge went to, it's there. I learn a new skill, it's there. I just have to practice it and use it. Or because then I'll get rusty and it just won't be an asset anymore. It won't be used. So you have to find whatever it may be. So if it's a job that you're not happy about, but you can't get a job somewhere else, well, you gotta do something about that. That's on you. You are the product of your own surroundings, and you have control of that. If you're in a relationship that's toxic, you gotta get rid of it. And that's with significant other or friends, family. Again, you gotta take inventory of your life, where you're going. Are you happy with that direction? And you gotta be honest with yourself. Are you truly happy with that? If there's so many people that have so low standards for goals. And my dream is to own a home. That's great, and I know that that's rude to say because owning a home may seem very difficult to a ton of people. But all you gotta do is be ethical with your debt and make on-time payments. Don't buy dumb shit. Get your credit score high, and a bank will allow you to buy a $100,000 home for $3,000. It's not that difficult. You can literally leverage $3,500 on a $100,000 home. So that can't be the end goal. It has to be more. We have to be able to do more. Because you accomplish that, then what's next? You gotta think bigger. And you gotta surround yourself with people that are thinking bigger, that are going bigger. This drastically was a huge thing. We have so much bullshit going on in our world, so much noise. There's so many advice givers, people telling you how to do things that are not living, not even taking their own advice in their own life, or they're not going anywhere. They are either telling you about their finances and they're financially in shambles. They're telling you about what to do with their job, with your job, and they are on one step out, they're about to get fired or go to another career. Yeah, has that ever happened to you where someone's giving you job advice and you turn around and they have a different job? They've quit their job or got let go, or they went to a different company. So you just literally are listening to someone dictate your life based on what? Because they just felt like they wanted to be an expert for 5 minutes. So your surroundings, your toxic energy, complaining, all this bullshit is infecting you one way or another. By the way, I don't edit these videos. I want you to get the cold hard truth of what I am. This is early in the morning, so I'm not all like jacked up and all that type of stuff. I'm trying to be as have so much humility as I possibly can. Be as anything as possible. Just gotta wake up and do it. Side note, but yeah, no matter what, you gotta. If you're not happy about your current life, think about the people around you that's probably projecting some type of hate, toxic energy, whatever it may be. You want to make changes in your life, you gotta change your surroundings. It's cold hard, simple truth, and it's the most difficult thing that you're gonna have to do. It's difficult because this is what's actually unfortunately made me fall back several times. So I always believe that I can bring in old surroundings into my new, and then I fall back on old behaviors because those surroundings, people, environment, location, whatever, those old surroundings don't change. They want to stay the same forever. Stay where they are in life. They're going nowhere. Do you want to go somewhere? Well, you got to find other people that want to go places, want to do things. It's a huge belief where if you're the smartest in the room, you're the healthiest in the room, you're the best of anything in a room, you're in the wrong room. Because now you're in a surrounding environment where everyone else is below you in some sort of way. And I know we shouldn't be talking about social structures like that, but at the end of the day, if you're making $100,000 a year and everyone around you is making you $50,000 a year, those people making $50,000 a year don't even understand how to make $100,000 a year where you are, let alone 150, the next step for you, or 200,000. So they're going to give you, they have a particular mindset of 50,000 a year salary positions, which is going to be completely different. They're going to be on a completely different level, unfortunately. That's how capitalism works. They're not going to be able to afford the things you're going to be able to afford. This happened all the time. I continuously made more money. My friends didn't. So I would have to pay for things if I wanted to do anything. I had to come up with that's just unfortunate how a social structure works. You're going to be on different planes. So if you're in a room and you make $100,000 a year and everyone around you is making about 50 or less, they're going to give you the mindset and give you the perception. No matter how hard you try to talk to them and give them concepts and try to train them and coach them to get to where you are, people want to help themselves, unfortunately. Jigsaw, if you're a Saw fan, people need to be able to rise up and, hey, I gotta change, I gotta do something. So hopefully that's why you're at this duration of time during the show. You want radical change. You want to change your life, where you're going, how things are going. So if you're in a room and you're on you're double income than everyone else around you, and no one wants to be like, yeah, I want to get to where you are, or they're just saying it and they're not actually willing to make the change, make actions, take actions. You got to get out. You got to get out of there. It would be better for you to go into a room where there's nothing but millionaires. So your thoughts and your mindset, your perception on reality is getting drowned out. Everything that you thought was legit, real, and all that type of stuff goes away because these millionaires, these people that are on a different plane than you, see things differently, know how to get to where they are because they've gotten there, are pushing all this information into your mind, and that's changing how you look at things. That's changing how you do things, and that'll get you to where they are. Product of your surroundings. If you're around a bunch of unhealthy people, you're most likely going to be unhealthy. It's befuddling when I mention anything about health, because everyone literally said, if I say I only eat one meal a day, literally what happened in my life is that I told someone that I eat one meal a day, and this person was like, that's unhealthy. That's not safe. And I ask, where did you get that information from? Everyone. Two-thirds of the population is obese. A third of the population has insulin resistance, which is diabetes waiting to happen. So if you're getting your information from everyone, especially when it's health, and statistically speaking, the whole everyone idea, the majority, they're not winners. And that's the unfortunate thing about it. It's the reason why there's 1%ers and 99% of people. 99% of people are doing things a particular way, and those 99% of people always look at the 1%ers and say, those people are doing things weird, they're not like us, they're not normal, they're above us, blah, blah, blah. It's because they understand that they need to get rid of that mindset. And they operate on a completely different level. They operate with better information. The whole, majority, everyone says this. You gotta ask yourself, if you're thinking, everyone's doing this, so it has to be good. And maybe some cases it is good, or maybe it's not. Trends sometimes are profitable, and sometimes will create wealth, or being ahead of the trend. So you can be the leader, which will make you producing surroundings. But majority speaking, especially when it's hot topics of health, money, business, career, relationships, if you're hearing something that a majority of people are doing, and a majority of people are saying, and a majority of people, everyone says this, everyone acts this way, well, that's most likely not good information, because a majority of people have bullshit. We gotta quit that bullshit out. Again, 2022 is the year we quit our bullshit. We gotta survive. We gotta thrive. I can't do it without you. So follow, share, Indestructible Me. Maybe you message me asking me how to improve your surroundings so you can improve your overall quality of life, because that's what it does. It improves the quality of life. How can I help you improve the quality of your life? Let me know. Give me feedback. Comment, message me, tweet me. Indestructible Me. Yo, how can I change my surroundings? Or I change my surroundings and I quit my bullshit. Because this is the year to do it. Thank you for listening. I always appreciate it. Let's become indestructible, everyone. Let's change the world. And always be great.